What is up, everybody? Welcome into episode 53 of the Brahma Bullpen. As you can tell, I'm not quite as color coordinated as usual. We got this beautiful new live screen behind us you can see here with the Caballeros logo. And that's how we're going to start this episode. We have an official team name for the San Antonio International Football Alliance team. And that is correct. You see it on the screen. And here's the logo. Here's the primary logo, the Caballeros. For those of you who don't know, a Caballero is essentially a gentleman from Mexico. They call them gentlemen just like we do, but a Mexican gentleman or a horseman. So there you have it. We got the horse logo. It's basically another word for cowboy, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. In San Antonio, most of the time, the people that speak Spanish in San Antonio area call Spanish cowboys vaqueros. They even have Spanish rodeos around here that are totally different than American rodeos, by the way. Go check those out from time to time. But caballero is another word for it. And, hey, I'm down with it, man. It embraces the culture in San Antonio. We got the Brahma Bullpen and we got the Caballeros. We got a bull logo and a horse logo. And we got the San Antonio Spurs. I'm okay with that. I really don't have any problem with it. There is an alternative logo, right? So, they're not going to come out with just one. So, here's the other logo. We got white and blue, primary colors. You can see I'm wearing yellow and black, and my room's got maroon. I got to get some swag. There's no swag out there yet. I definitely think my goal is to cover both teams. So, I have to make sure that I represent both teams as best I can. From here in the cow pasture. I really appreciate you joining and watching this out of season episode. We're really not out of football season. Football season is 12 months a year round these days, but we're not in UFL or IFA season, which are my primary go-tos. Of course, we got college football and NFL and training camp, and everybody's doing fantasy drafts and all that stuff. So there's all kinds of football stuff going on, but we're out of alternative football season here in San Antonio. But I gotta get that logos. I gotta make it all work out. I want to make sure I represent everybody. So if you're judging me right now, I do apologize. I am already looking for someone to make me some swag, and I'm checking the website. But it is official. Welcome to San Antonio, Caballeros. In this episode, we are going to talk a little bit of football players. So the San Antonio team is actually sending out official camp invites. Now, these are not official roster spots, but these are players that they reached out to and are inviting, right? They're inviting to camp. So, there's a good chance that they're going to make it. But I appreciate you joining me here. On behalf of United Football Media from the cow pasture, this is episode 53 of the Bullpen. We're going to talk a little bit about the league, but we like to focus on what we're focused on. So today's the Caballeros. But we do want to give you a little league news, a little league information. First thing here, you can see the updated website, the International Football Alliance website. So you have Dallas Pioneros, which was a team that was located in Mexico. And now you got the San Antonio Caballeros. That's us, baby. Woo, we got to come up with a slogan, but we'll see. But you got Tampa Bay Tornadoes, Alabama Beavers, and coming just recently added to the list, the Baltimore Lightning. Pretty crazy, right? I can promise you just 2 days ago, that team was not listed on their website. But some stuff kind of got leaked out. I don't know. If you follow my boy Ace, at Ace_UFM, I'm pretty sure that's it. But just look up United Football Media, find Ace. Ace got like a few thousand followers. He's the VP of content. He was one of the ones that I first saw this getting posted from. And I'll show you the picture, but essentially there was like a congratulatory post about the coach that got hired to coach the team, and everybody was like, wait, there's not even a team. It's not listed on the website. Does this team exist? Does it not exist? There's all this stuff going back and forth. I was thoroughly confused, but internet sleuthing and Googling and searching and button and texting and what the heckin' was going on, and we have been able to confirm there will be a Baltimore team. Baltimore Lightning. I'm going to show you the logo here in a minute. And the good thing is the United Football Media Group has an affiliate there close by, within driving distance to Baltimore. So we will be bringing you Baltimore Lightning content next summer. So stay on the lookout for that. You know, the UFM covers all sports, all football. Football is the only sport. Don't at me, soccer fans. But yeah, so we'll be covering those teams up there as well. It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, we're going to have Mexico teams. You've got Guadalajara and Chihuahua. There was a Cancun team that was on here that's no longer on here, right? So what's going on? We got 5 American teams. We got 3 Mexican teams. They changed it to one more location, but it looks like we're going for 8 teams, at least 3 of them in Mexico. But essentially what I would guess happened, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the Baltimore logo here for you. Baltimore Lightning. You can see they got like the little Maryland flag down there in the bottom. Nice little touch. You got the green and gold. I know it's unique. It's a good color green, good color gold. I like it. Lightning, Baltimore. Hey, man, I'm down with it. But, you know, they will be the furthest team from Mexico, right? They're going to be the furthest team north. If you look at the other teams that we just listed. So it will be interesting to see what teams come up. But like I said, keep on the lookout for United Football Media content to come on that. And here's kind of the thing that broke it all out there, that made people start really digging into, is there a team in Baltimore? Is there not a team in Baltimore? Here is the post with Eric Marty being named as head coach. Marty served as and this is off of their website. If you go, the Baltimore Lightning has their own website. Just Google Baltimore Lightning IFA. You'll be able to find the website. They have stuff up there already. They have like links for teams and rosters and gear, but there's nothing filled out yet. So, I mean, it's a new website. It's a new team, but website's already looking cool. So it looks like the teams are going to have all their own websites. You know, in the UFL, there's a UFL website, and all the teams are on it with their own little pages. Right now, it's looking like the Baltimore team is going to have their own stuff. And, you know, probably what happened is somebody from Baltimore with some money wants to own a football team, and they're like, hey, IFA, what's it going to cost me? I want a team up here. Let's play some football. And here we are, Baltimore Lightning. I'm just guessing. No sources on that, no confirmation. That's just me out here in the cow pasture doing cow pasture math. Why is there a team there? Because somebody with money decided they wanted one to be there. It's pretty simple, right? But anyways, the official quote from Baltimore was, Marty served as the offensive coordinator for Michigan Panthers and under former NFL head coach Jeff Fisher. Everybody loves Jeff Fisher. Everybody loves Jeff Fisher. Very nice guy, well-renowned in the world of football. Now takes the reign as the head coach of the Baltimore's IFA franchise, known as the Lightning. Coach Marty, according to the CEO and general manager Will Hanna, Hanna, so we already know who the CEO and general manager is, presumably for the Baltimore Lightning, says Coach Marty is a true professional, very unique offense, and will make this team ultra competitive. And we're excited about the future direction of the organization. So how about that? We got new logos for the Caballeros. We got logos for the Baltimore Lightning. We got coaches. Of course, we already know our coach is Hal Mummy, and our offensive coordinator GM is Stan Bedwell. So we already got some information out on our team. And speaking about information on our team, we are going to cover some of the players that have received camp invites. Now, as you know, episode 52 of the Bullpen, we kind of covered my perspective and some videos that I took from the open invite. So we shared all that, talked to some of the players that were there, share some quotes. So that's cool. If you missed that, you want to see some of the players that, just went to the open tryout and tried to get a spot. You want to see a little bit of that, go check that out. But these are players that the team has reached out to themselves, or the coaches have reached out to, or the league maybe has reached out to get them to officially be invited to training camp. So first things first, we're going to pop up the graphics. I did not make none of these graphics. These graphics were posted by the San Antonio Caballeros X account at IFA San Antonio, But here we go. We got Dazion Carroll. He was an offensive lineman for North Texas, the Mean Green of North Texas. Played 48 games there, 25 starts, and he received all honorable mentions from the American Conference back in 2023. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We're in San Antonio. We don't really root for North Texas that much, we don't like those teams. So, yeah. But now he's a San Antonio guy. He's a Caballero. Welcome to San Antonio, Puro San Antonio. And I don't know what to say. Normally if I was doing a Brahma thing, I'd be a horns forward, but I don't know what we're saying yet. We're going to figure that out. I'm sure there'll be a Twitter poll at some point. But Dazion Carroll, congratulations on your official camp invite. You can never have too many ginormous human beings in the trenches blocking. Blocking for who? Stay tuned. We might know who our starting quarterback is, so stick around here in the cow pasture with United Football Media, and we'll cover some more of those. So, congratulations, Dazion. Next, we have Ben Stevens. So, Stan Bedwell, if I had to guess, reached out to Ben Stevens. Why would I guess that? Because this post was done by Stan Bedwell and then reposted by the team and the league. So, I'm thinking maybe the coach reached out to Mr. Ben Stevens himself. But Ben Stevens was a 3 times all-conference selection for Marion football. He was named to the NAIA All-American team in 2022. That would be the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletes. Most people who are professionals in something wind up becoming members of some professional organization. I'm a professional in my regular life, and I'm a member of a professional organization. And in this case, I believe Ben Stevens joined the NAIA at some point and received those All-American awards. I don't know how that works. I didn't play college sports. Obviously, I got bad wheels and I'm completely out of shape. But someone thought he was a very good player. He finished his career with 3,904 yards and 31 touchdowns. Yes, you heard me right. 3,904 yards and 31 touchdowns. Welcome to San Antonio. On behalf of all San Antonians, welcome to the Caballeros, Mr. Ben Stevens. I don't know where you're from, and I don't know much about you, but I had to practice saying Caballeros before I got on here because it's not that easy of a word to say for people that are not fluent in the Spanish, in the Latin. But anyways, I digress. I hope nobody takes me joking around seriously. But I like to have fun and joke. Doesn't everybody? All right, moving right along. Diego Hunter, welcome to the Caballeros, my friend. Welcome to San Antonio, Puro San Antonio. Let's go. Hunter was a 4-time all, I believe that is CAA. I don't know what league that is, but all CAA football honoree, 3rd-team All-American in 2022. He finished his career at Townsend with 4,067 yards. Welcome to San Antonio. Forgive me for not knowing which conference is actually CAA, but I'm going to have to Google that later. And, maybe producer could stitch it in. Yeah, producer, stitch in what the at CAA football conferences. How about that? Do some work, producer. I can't be doing everything for you. Throw that in there so everybody's on the same page. But 4,067 yards. According to the Post, they're looking for Diego to be heavily used not only in the passing game, but the returning game. He's listed as a wide receiver and running back, so he's probably one of those guys that'll do whatever it takes to get on the field and play football, have fun, and get film and have the opportunity to extend his professional career. These are professional football players. Professional football players are going to get paid to play football here in San Antonio. Welcome to the Caballeros, my friend. Oh, I don't know if is that trademark? Sorry, Mark Perry, if you trademarked my friend. I apologize. Y'all can tell I do watch some of those other podcasts that are not part of the United Football Media, but are part of the alternative football sports world. It's a great way of staying involved and in touch, right? But here we go. This is United Football Media. Now we got Carl Reynolds. Carl Reynolds, a 6'2" pass catcher Uh, he was named second team All Southland Conference. 47 receptions for 661 yards and 6 touchdowns in 2003. You can tell how Mummy has a type. Tall, lanky, fast, good hands. But welcome to San Antonio. Like I said, I didn't make these graphics. This graphic is a little bit different than the rest of them that were posted. This one's kind of got a backdrop of San Antonio in there, and I'm down with that. But welcome to San Antonio. Welcome to the Caballeros. And, in a air raid offense, receivers that can get open and have good hands. I mean, I don't know how else to stress the importance of that. But it's kind of cool that things are happening. We're getting people. We're getting names. And the league is moving. Next, we're going to welcome Hunter. Man, I practiced this before I came on here just to be safe. But, folks, I don't think it's going to go well for me here. But we're talking Hunter Swoboda. Swoboda. Hunter, if you're watching this or someone sees this that knows you and then sends this to you and you want to yell at me for saying your name wrong, please feel free to do so. I am not that intelligent. My last name has 4 letters in it. Okay? And, not hard to pronounce. So I do not have the practice. But they call him the Swiss Army knife. They say he's a true Swiss Army knife. He is proven by his exceptional play in the backfield for the AFL champion Billings Outlaws, where he finished in top 3 in all rushing categories. So maybe I should just go Google some Billings Outlaw games and listen to that announcer tell me how to say Hunter's last name properly. But for now, I'm going to just take a shortcut and say, welcome to San Antonio, Hunter. We're very happy that you're part of the Caballeros. Air raid offenses are not ground and pound, but Hunter is going to be the type of running back we need. Maybe scat back, maybe out on the wing. And, in the mesh concept, which we all know Stan Bedwell really, really loves. If you guys follow Stan Bedwell on X, he literally posts a daily mesh play. Like, it's just, here's your daily mesh, and he posts it every day. Look, I got an X account, and I do some social media stuff, but even I have a hard time posting something literally every day. And in the same, it's not the same. It's always different teams, different concepts, different little deals. And but it's pretty cool. Give him a follow. After following him for a few weeks, you'll have a pretty good idea what the mesh is and what the mesh concept is. But I digress. Welcome to San Antonio, Hunter. We are very glad that you are here. All right, moving right along. Kind of alluded to this earlier. This was one of the, I think, Asher O'Hara, I think, was the second player that was officially announced that he did receive a camp invite. And if I didn't make it clear before, these are camp invites, not guaranteed roster spots. But obviously, if the team and the league are personally reaching out to these guys to invite them, I mean, you do the math, right? Cal Patcher math will tell you they got a good shot, right? But welcome to San Antonio, Asher O'Hara. Look at some of his stats here in Conference USA. 6,246 yards, 49 touchdowns, second team All-Conference USA, led the league in passing and total yards for the 2 years that he played. He went to he also played at the Big Sky Conference there for the Sacramento State. You see him there in the white uniform there. He had 3,387 yards, 47 touchdowns, and was twice named All Big Sky Conference quarterback. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Mr. O'Hara is going to be throwing to Mr. Reynolds and handing the ball off to Hunter. See how I use his first name? I'm learning, baby. But anyways, welcome to San Antonio, Asher. We are glad you're here. One of those quarterbacks that can move around the pocket, got pretty decent legs. Obviously, he's got accuracy and a strong arm. Can't wait to see him on the field here. And if you guys didn't know, they will be playing in the University of Incarnate Word's home stadium. That's pretty much a done deal. So almost downtown San Antonio, right off 281, right by the zoo and a couple other things down there. Tons of food and restaurant there on Broadway and all that stuff in San Antonio. So if you're not from San Antonio and you do come down here to a game, man, there's tons of pregame spots, tons of places to eat, and then the stadium's right there. And it's a very safe, pretty nice area of town. So think it's a great stadium to play football in. But anyways, I digress. Next, we have us a big old SEC offensive lineman. We already talked about one O lineman. I'm the type of guy where I want to build my team from the lines out. Obviously, we got a great quarterback. We got some good wide receiver and running back talent. They're not going to be able to do much if nobody's blocking for them. So here we go. We got straight out of Mississippi State. We got LaQuanston Sharp. He started 33 times for Mississippi State and earned honorable mention all SEC honors. And he was the SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week 4 different times during his career. If you get named an SEC Offensive Lineman of the Week in the SEC, I would venture to say SEC football, big boy football, as you can see, Aggies, is the closest thing out there to NFL football, even more than many of the alternative football sports. SEC football is probably the closest thing you'll find to NFL football, especially when you get to big teams like Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi State, Texas A&M. I don't know about those dudes out in Austin. We'll see how they work out, but that's a whole nother podcast for a whole nother day. We're just gonna draw in together as alternative football fans. So, we don't want to bring in any of those rivalries that don't need to exist. Let's just support the Caballeros. But welcome to San Antonio, Mr. Sharp. Yeah, Mr. Sharp's got an easy name to pronounce. Anyways, I digress. Welcome to San Antonio. We're very happy you're a Caballero. And let's have some fun and let's run the ball. The next one we got up here, this one is, I don't want to say old news, but it's not new news. This was posted. Caleb Sutherland was actually one of the players that attended the open tryouts. He was the only kicker there, and he was kicking bombs, man. 45, 48, 50-yarders through the uprights. It was kind of cool being there. I don't know if the video made it, but some of the players' family and some of the coaches that were there kind of helping out. Their kids, they actually roped their kids into being ball boys. So Caleb was just kicking the ball up. There's no nets. So once they go through their uprights, they just keep going until they stop rolling. So there was kids running, get the ball and stuff. It was kind of fun to watch. But some of his stats here, he was 28 out of 36 with a long of 54 yards for field goals. He kicked for ULM. He also kicked for the Sooners. And he was 82 out of 83 for extra points in his career. And he got all Sun Belt honors there while kicking for ULM. So, you can see our roster is getting pretty filled out. We're already getting key players in different positions. And the last player we're going to cover today, because these are the only players they announced. At the time of filming this, there's been 9 players that received official camp invites. So here we got Joseph Putu. He got all kinds of accolades while he was playing college football. He National Junior College Association All-American. He was a Gators football special team standout. He was in the camp for the Atlanta Falcons and the Browns. He played in fan control football. He was actually defensive MVP for fan control football. He played for the Aviators and the USFL Panthers. I sent him a direct message and said, welcome to San Antonio. We're glad to have you. Probably going to be one of our studs, one of our all-stars on the team, one of our leaders, hopefully, on the defensive side of the ball. And he just said that he hopes and prays that it all works out. He's looking forward to playing football in San Antonio and continuing his career. And hopefully we're going to get him to come on the show one day when we start getting a little closer to season and we start reaching out to players for interviews and perspectives. He's definitely one of the persons I've already kind of been fortunate enough to have a little bit of discourse with. And with that, that's it. We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. I'm going to turn off this screen so you could enjoy the background a little bit. Say, hey, if you like what you saw, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on X at SA Brahma Bullpen. We appreciate you listening, coming to you from the cow pasture on behalf of United Football and Media. And we're going to sign it off with, let's just go Vamos Caballeros. How about that? That means go horsemen for all of you gringos. Gringos means me. All right. We'll check you later. Watch for more content.